Hello. Have you missed me? It's been a little bit. The two of us like this. Together. It's been... I have nothing else to say. Except for the fact that we have a new camera angle. And it's been forever since I uploaded. But what brought me out of hiding was not the fact that I have less work. It was the fact that Quiet Place Day 1 came out. And if you know me, I love the Quiet Place series. I don't care what you like if you feel some type of way about Quiet Place and that type of way is not love, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. If you're like, "Oh, there's plot holes," I don't care. Everything about Quiet Place is glorious to me. So don't talk to me about it. I've been really excited for this since it was announced, oh god, like 3 years ago? 2 years ago? After part 2 came out, pretty quickly after it was announced that they were going to do this day 1. Lupita Nyong'o's one of my favorite people. Wasn't quite happy about Joseph Quinn, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that in a bit. I'm watching the trailers. I'm like, oh my god, it's New York City. Like, this is so good. This is such a good concept. They're so good at this. And then I went and saw the movie. And from here on out, I don't think I'm going to do a lot of spoilers because I really want you to go see the movie. I think it is worth seeing the movie. But if you want to go in knowing nothing about the movie, watch this after you get back. My excitement for this is immense. So I'm a little worried that I'm going to be disappointed. That's fine. It was so good. So let's talk about it. We start off with Lupita Nyong'o. She has cancer. That's the biggest spoiler.
Spoiler. Might need to lead with that. Here's the biggest. I'm not gonna tell you the biggest spoiler.
Okay.
She has cancer. Oh, spoiler.
All right, sorry. Huge spoiler alert right here. Lupita Nyong'o's character has cancer. Oh, Lupita Nyong'o also has a cat.
You can't have a cat in here. It's a service cat.
It's fine. Like, it's probably the first thing that's revealed is that she has cancer. But it's not revealed in any of the trailers or anything. So it's a big deal. This is a huge plot point, okay? And it's such a good concept, dude. She doesn't live in the city. But then they go to the city for, like, a hospice field trip. But you know, like, all this stuff is kind of happening. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of radio speak. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of chaos. So they need to get back. So they go back on the bus, and then the things land, and it's a wreck. All this stuff starts happening. Right, all the typical, the monsters landed, all that stuff. And I won't lie, the beginning of this movie is so scary. Like, there's a lot of stuff that is terrifying. There's these, like, stampedes of creatures. That is so scary. It is so loud.
I think they're attracted to sound.
What do we do?
It's terrifying. So there's a lot of really cool things like that. They do a really good job of just terrorizing you. They also really add some more characteristics for the creatures. Super important too. I think they're continuing like their world building. I doubt this will be the last movie. So they're continuing their world building. They're continuing to develop how these monsters operate, what they do, all that stuff. You end up seeing Joseph Quinn, whose name's Eric. He's like a law student. Boo! And so he's terrified. But their chemistry on screen is crazy. It's so good. It's so good. They're so good together. I was blown away by him because I had zero expectations. I won't lie. I was a hater. However, he was so good in this. Anyway, typical apocalyptic stuff happens. They get really close. All that really good plot point stuff. Not getting into depth. There was something that scared me so bad in that movie that I was holding popcorn. Like, this isn't even a little bit exaggerated. I'm holding popcorn and I get so scared that I actually do like the stupid cartoon, like flip it up. The box hits me in the face. Popcorn spills all over me. Wild. That's wild. That's wild. So I won't get into any of the other specifics of the movie because I genuinely think it's better that you see it. Now to the review part. The acting, phenomenal. Let's get that out of the way. Lupita Nyong'o, she's so good in horror. She's so good in horror. She's so good at acting. But I love her in horror specifically. Joseph Quinn did a great job. Everyone else was, there's really no one else. They're in it for a little bit. They all do great. My favorite part about this movie is that it is a movie about love, which is all of the Quiet Place movies, if you think about it. But this one is also, there's so much love in this movie. It is crazy. And it really gives you this just amazing feeling watching it. And then you cry for a long time. I don't know. It was just so beautiful to see. And also, another really great aspect of this movie is communication. Because it's the first Quiet Place movie we see where there's no actual language between the characters. We've had ASL in the prior two movies. But this movie, no one knows ASL. So they're whispering, they're communicating, they're reading each other's lips, but there's so much body language and communication and connection between these characters. It is so beautiful to see. World building's really cool. I'm really interested in the creatures. Big deal for me. I'm really, really into it. I really liked that this gave us a little bit more information about them. It also showed how terrifying it is when there's so many of them. It's so scary. Also, great aspect of this movie and all the movies, that it doesn't focus on an able-bodied person, which I think is great, because we get all these apocalyptic movies, and it's all about these people who are just regular people, like your average able-bodied person. But this one and the other two, it focuses on people who already have struggles, and then you add on top of it with an apocalyptic event. And I think that is so cool, because it really highlights how catastrophic things affect people in different ways that isn't normally shown on screen. And I just love that. The end of the movie kind of makes me feel like that they're going to make another movie, which I'd love to see. Or a series. I don't want it. I'd rather it be a movie. My rating, 10 out of 10. Wow! That's so crazy and unexpected. I love this movie. I love it. You should go see it. You should see it in theaters, and you should be scared. You should be scared. In IMAX. See it in IMAX.
So
experience it. It's so good. Anyway, I don't even know how to sign off on this anymore. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and you want to see similar ones like it, subscribe. And you can watch my other reviews. I have Last of Us reviews, and I also have a Puss in Boots review, which is probably one of my favorite ones. I think I did a Across the Spider-Verse review. I have a bunch of stuff out there. If you just want to see more of me, I have my media linked in the description. I stream on Twitch. It's probably my most active social media platform. Like this video if you want to see more like it. Leave a comment on any other things you're like, you should have talked about this, or you want me to review a different movie, or you just actually want me to post once in a while. But love any sort of feedback. But thank you guys so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Bye, everyone!